Max, it's such a pleasure to meet you.
Good to see you, brother.
Congrats on your second directorial feature film. Things get easier after the first one, right?
That's what they say. Yeah, it's a very different one. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
And I might say, what perfect time in the chat, as today actually marks 15 years since The Social Network premiered, which is just time
Wow.
flies.
Oh my God.
I know
Yeah.
we're all feeling old now, it seems like. But
It's
I
a long
want
time
to
ago.
ask, what stands out most about being part of such a landmark film? And is there something from that experience you carried forward into your work on Shell?
Wow, it's a great question. I haven't thought about that movie in so long, but it was amazing experience working with David Fincher on that, of course. And he's so brilliant with actors. And I think one of the things that I really enjoyed about working with him is the ability to try things. He really allows you as an actor to explore, not feel rushed. He's actually very efficient with his time on set, but he creates the opportunity for the performers to really have a go at it and not feel rigid. And so that I really appreciate and try and bring into my own work.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. A lot of the scenes, I'm very sensitive to scenery, and I was like, oh man, I'm like almost gagging at some of the things. It's like some of it got to me. I don't do horror movies, I don't do blood, I don't do all this other stuff. So like, you got to me really well. So a lot of the scenes.
Good, 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 good.
Shell takes us deep into the world of like wellness, celebrity culture, and I love Elisabeth Moss and Kate Hudson. Obviously, you and Elizabeth already share this strong creative history, and having worked together on Handmaid's Tale, how did that existing bond influence your decision to bring her into Shell? And was there some type of shorthand that is already established, when y'all were working on this together?
Yeah, 100%. I knew that we'd work well together in this capacity. We've worked together a long time. We have a very, very similar approach, I think, which is basically that we take the work really seriously and we don't take ourselves very seriously at all. Um, and I felt like that chemistry would carry over. And she really blew me away in this movie. I mean, she's so funny in the film, and we had a very limited shooting schedule, and she just gave it her everything. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah, big fan of Hudson as well. Kate is fantastic. What did you take away from watching both Elizabeth and Kate's performances?
I hoped that they would have the chemistry that they have on screen, that they do. I mean, they have an incredible dynamic, and I think also that Kate is doing something kind of iconic in this movie. Her performance is extraordinary. She's so charismatic and self-possessed in a way that very few actors are, and that was so necessary for this character.
Yeah. Do you see yourself directing, bigger blockbuster scale films, or are you drawn to the more intimate, character driven stories like Shell? Where do you see your journey as a director?
Sean, the honest truth is that I have uh, my taste is so eclectic, it's crazy. I basically like all kinds of movies from Armageddon to Mia Hansen love movies. Like I really have the most versatile taste, for better or worse. So my honest answer is I hope I just get to keep making movies. Period. It's something I love doing. It's where my real passion lies, and I hope I can make all kinds of films.
Was there, do you remember the first time you visited one of your father's sets and like what impression that left you as a kid? Maybe something that still every day you walk on a set, it reminds you of walking on one in his.
Ooh, that's a difficult question. I was on a lot of different sets as a kid. Um, but I would say that weirdly, this is not quite what you asked me, but I spent a lot of time post production on my dad's movies because, I was in school. So I was around a lot of the editing and a lot of like the ADR sessions and stuff like that, sound mixing. And so I felt like that actually was something I've been really grateful for now that I make my own films, that I have a little bit of a reference point to how all that stuff works.
Yeah, I'm really loving what you're delivering, either it be an actor, writer, director. I mean, I'm really excited for your future and more that you're going to offer us. We're all buzzing. You're getting a lot of questions about this, about Clayface. But can you share something about stepping into the excitement of stepping into something like that that's so grand, like the DCU, something that makes us very kid-like to be part of something like that?
100%. I mean, I think acting is very kid-like, and I would say on the whole, Um, it keeps you young, but it's also a really wonderful way to tap into that imagination that we have as children. I felt that when I did Spiral, the Saw movie. I would, if you told me when I was 10 years old that I'd be running around playing, doing a buddy cop movie of Chris Rock, it would sound too good to be true, and it felt too good to be true to do it. So I've been really lucky as an actor that I've gotten to work on projects that I feel like tick that wish fulfillment box for me.
Yeah, I love that. Last, I want to ask you this. When do you think the next time you're going to get back into that director's chair?
Hopefully soon. I'm actually, I think, going to be directing something in a different capacity soon that we'll be able to talk about. But in terms of movie stuff, I really hope to get back to it as soon as I've wrapped up these other projects because I miss it already.
Yeah, I mean, you're knocking things out. Shell was fantastic. Max, thanks for your time today, and I'm looking forward to chatting again with you.
Cheers, Sean. I really appreciate it, mate.